Good morning, YouTube. I have a special build going. I'm going to be building this SCX-24 with all new parts from Slingshot Racing. Got a motor and transfer case, new axles, new drive shafts, steering servo, shocks, all the new links, skid plate, new servo mount, and battery tray. And when we're done with that, then we're going to be painting this great body with all the logos on it. So we'll get to that after we build this. So first things first, we got to tear it down. And I have all the right tools right here, thanks to Slingshot. These are all full-size tools. They also have the small tools. They're all nice and color-coded, but these ones are a little bit better for my hands for doing a full build. So I chose these to do the full build. I do have the smaller set that I keep in my backpack. So let's get going here. First things first, we gotta dismount this body because
we're not gonna use this body anymore. Hope you all had a great weekend. Let's try to get the right size driver here. Here we go. Boy, these screws are tiny. But they come out nice.
2 screws to get the body off. Go ahead and keep those screws in the body since we don't want to lose them. As you notice, these are not stock wheels or tires. I already built the wheels and put the new tires on them. These are the Brave and Ironsides. Pretty sweet tires. Not everybody can handle traction, but traction is for me because I'm a winner.
Let's go ahead and undo the battery tray. Man, it's getting cold here. Hence why I'm wearing a jacket inside my house. I don't know about you guys, but we have a strict rule in our house that if you're cold, you better have a sweatshirt on. If you're still cold, you should check to see if you have pants on. Socks. Yep. We don't adjust our thermostat. As a matter of fact, our thermostat has been off, but for 1 week this summer when we had the AC running. But we rely on the lovely mountain air here in western North Carolina to keep us at a comfortable temperature. It's the nice thing about living here. It's almost always comfortable. So we're just getting the last screw here to the battery tray off.
And all of that, minus those wheels and tires, are getting replaced. So we'll just set that over here. Okay, so we got all that cleaned off. All nice and prepped for the new one. Now we have the gearbox with new motor on it. Pretty sweet. Nice little length of wire for leads. Connector, gonna have to swap that out. That was a pre-production thing, and we'll take care of that once we get her all stuck together. Here's the skid plate. Boop. SSRC. Nice little gold anodized aluminum piece here. SSRC-461-F. I guess it's backwards, but y'all can see it. Everybody can read backwards, can't you? I mean, I can. So, sure, you can. All right, motor plate. Stick it on. Look at that, man, it fits like a glove. Feels so nice and snug and stuff. I really like that. That fits very well. And we got these sweet little tiny
screws. And again, this is all aluminum, so it helps to be a little bit soft when lining your screws up. One little trick I have found is to rotate the screw in reverse first, and then that sets the head of the screw up just right. And you kind of feel like if your screw doesn't feel right going in, like it's not running in smooth, then you're probably stripping something. So be wary of that. That's pretty much with any RC part. Just make sure those are, oh yeah, like butter. Okay. I like to go one screw to the other and slowly get them in tight. That way it really sets it just right. Kind of like doing tires. Okay. So there we are. Little motor and screw plate deal.
Okay, so now we got the motor and skid plate installed. The next thing we're going to work on are the axles. Brought to you again by Slingshot RC products. These are the straight axles, so SSRC-600. They do have the portal axles available. I just chose the straight axles because I kind of like the straight axles. So here's the rear. Oh, it's so cute. Is that a thing? Can we say it's cute? And she turns like a champ. I think we'll probably put a little grease in here. It feels a little dry from the factory. Not a huge surprise. That kind of is something that, you know, we all know happens. Sometimes they put too much grease in. Sometimes they just don't put any. So we'll get a little grease in there. This obviously is the front axle, along with this lovely red anodized steering linkage. So fully put together, don't really have to do much, just mount them up. We know how that goes. Mount up! No, we won't go there. All right. So apparently, since you can't mount an axle without links, this is the high clearance link set for the Jeep JLU. Also works for the Bronco and the C10. This part number is SSRC-999-D-1. So, steering links. There's your part number. And we'll cut her open. Woo! And it even comes with the front steering link to match the black links that I have. Whoa! All right, so looks like we've got one screw all by itself. I bet that's what you call the uh-oh, I lost the other screw. So, it looks like we have some 50 millimeter bent rods here. And some 58.5 millimeter rear rods bent for high clearance, and some 51 millimeter straight rods for the center, and the lovely 3-link wishbone. And it is the 3-link wishbone. Doesn't have a millimeter size to it. So let's get to putting this together. So the 50 millimeter on the front, and those mount just like this. Oof. If you've ever had a little screw in your hand. Okay, so we got one started. Let's see if we can't. There we go. Sometimes it just takes a little push. Get that screw through and on. Other side. There we go. Once it slides in, it's fairly simple. Okay. Ta-da-da! Front axle. Those two links. I guess we ought to go ahead and deal with the servo on that also. So, the servo part is, I don't know if you can see that, it is SSRC 989. So that's the Slingshot RC digital servo with servo mount, bracket, and servo horn. So it comes with the servo horn, so you don't have to order this part, which is the servo horn. That's an extra. Always good to have. And looky here, looky here. Oh boy, I love opening new stuff. So this servo mount just goes right there on that axle, like that, I believe. We're gonna go ahead and motion for the old one, just to make sure we have that oriented correctly. So the front of the axle with the servo wings forward. Just like that. So when you put it together, shiny side front. And there are two little screws that go in right here in the top. Okay, cool. We've got the servo mount installed. Let's throw the 3-link on here. These tools really are nice. I like the way the handles feel on my hands. You know, the later the later life gets on us, crazy as it seems, the more my hands hurt. So having a good proper tool really is a game changer for me. The small tools are great for on the trail, but these big hands have done so much work for me that using the little tools, even using these big tools, my hands start to cramp after a while. I'm a real big fan of these. Unfortunately, I'm not sure that using my DeWalt screwdriver would be good with these little guys, just because it's all so small, and one quick little mistake with a electric driver, you can cross thread something and then you're out, and nobody wants to be out. I mean, I don't want to be out. So let's go to the rear axle now that we got all that stuck on there. Okay, so now that we've got all the links installed on the axles and to the skid plate. I did go ahead and mount the servo in there, just real quick. That's pretty straightforward, 2 screws. So let's go ahead and install the shocks. Now these are the piggyback shocks. Pretty cool. Didn't take much to remove these bottom cups. I just kind of, obviously pinching it with my thumb, pulled the cup off. I did swap to the lighter springs. That way we get a little bit, I think the heavier springs just a bit hard. See how that, you want that play. If you go too tight, it won't play. Okay, race fans, we're back, and I've got the bumper trimmed up, so now we have full movement of the servo and the springs. Everything's nice and woo, 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 woo. I guess you can't see that. Woo, 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 woo. It's so cute, isn't it? So let's get the servo horn and servo link hooked up. That would be this one. It might change, so we're just gonna get it on. Loosely in the straight down position, just in case. Probably gonna have to adjust that later, so not gonna go too tight. And let's get the link hooked in. She's as smooth as butter now. All right, what's left? Only thing left are drive lines. Wow. One of these is shorter than the other. Imagine that. Make sure the large hole on the drive line is over the flat spot on the transmission. Otherwise, the drive line will mount crooked. Okay, so as you can see, everything's linked up in the front. I did mount the wheels on, and I put the body on just for a quick test around the house. I'm gonna go ahead and get the speed controller in and everything wired up, and we'll be on to a test run. Thanks so much for watching my video. If you'd like to, like and subscribe, and I will have the painting video of the body up shortly. Have a great day. Thanks.